At this point, I'd also like to point out that Phyllis Thompson is our official parliamentarian and also our official timekeeper, and I've already had one time called, so she is official. Is our treasurer present and available?
She's right here.
Stand up, please. Okay. May we have the total eligible voting members attending, please?
Total number of members attending today is 53 members. There are 3 speakers here, and then the branches.
This is a holdover from when we had to have credentials to vote, but all those in favor of adopting the report of our treasurer on voting members, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? I declare the presence of a quorum today. Patricia, would you please read the rules of the meeting? These are the Indiana AAUW annual meeting rules. Voting members who address the meeting shall identify themselves by name and branch name. The member who makes a motion shall be given the first opportunity to speak to the motion, followed by the member who seconds the motion. No member may speak to an item a second time until all the others who wish to speak have done so. A member may speak no more than twice, nor longer than 2 minutes on the same question. No member shall have more than 1 vote. Voting for a contested office shall require a written ballot. Nominations from the floor require the written consent of the nominee. Voting on other issues shall be by voice vote. If the presiding officer or any member questions the result, there shall be a standing counted vote. Floor proposed resolutions require a 2/3 vote of the members to permit presentation. A 3/4 vote of the members is necessary for adoption. Cell phones and pagers shall be silenced in the meeting room. By direction of the Rules Committee, I move the adoption of the rules. Any comments? All those in favor of the adoption of these rules for the meeting today, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The rules will stand. Thank you. Now, if you please take a look at your agenda today. If there's no objection, the agenda as it appears in the meeting book, second page, will be adopted with the chair reserving the right to make changes with the approval of the assemblies. If there are no objections, the agenda will be adopted as stated. At this point in time, I'd like to draw your attention to the Marsha, I think you took that. Can I have that blue thing?
What?
That blue thing right there. The program thing.
This is my program.
Okay, well somehow mine got picked up in those papers. Oh, here it is. The minutes of the annual meeting can be found on page 5 and 6. These are the minutes from last year's meeting in Muncie. If you could take a look. The meeting of the last annual minutes were referred to the annual meeting reading committee for review and were approved. If there's no objection, the chair will appoint a committee from the State Board of Directors to approve the minutes of this meeting. And I have asked Barb Wellnitz, Marcia Miller, and Nancy Waltz Stern to serve in this capacity for this year. The report of the treasurer. We will now hear the report of the treasurer, Marcy Stemp. Your treasurer's report can be found in your program book on page 7.
Treasurer's report is on page 7. We have a savings account which has $6,239.90. Your checking account has a balance right now of $10,015.26.
This is at the end of March. This does not include this convention. Deposit for dues, the bulletins that we send out, resource guide, which is what the board has, and the summer workshop, we pretty much ended up even on that. Please note that on the bottom that the dues for 2013-2014 remain at 49 national and 7 state. 46 national is tax deductible. The dues should be received by state and national by July 1st. Mail your national dues to the address I have listed, and mail your state dues to me by that same date.
The reports of the various directors can be found in your convention booklet, and we will not go through each of these. The president's report is on page 4. The program co-directors are on page 8. The membership vice president is on page 9, 10, and 11. At your leisure, if you could look through these, if you have any questions, please address them to that board member or to myself. At this point, I'd like to ask Agnes George to come forward, and we will hear a report of the nominating committee for officers up for election this year.